Top 10 Urban Legends that turned out to be true. We've all heard the thrilling stories that inspired horror films. Some of them aren't purely fictional. Just like the based on a true storyline scares the hell out of you, this list will make you think twice about what you think are just urban legends. Number 10. Ice Bath Surgery. This legend tells the tale of a person who meets someone at a bar. They have drinks and go to a hotel room where the person passes out. When he wakes up, he finds himself in a bathtub filled with ice, and there's an incision on his abdomen. In 2008, an Indian construction worker woke up on a metal table without his kidneys after meeting his new bosses. He had been the latest victim of an organ trafficking scheme. Number 9. Halloween Hanging. The legend says a Halloween decoration of a body hanging from a tree turned out to be an actual body. The real version of the story involves the body of a 42-year-old woman. She hanged herself from a tree 5 days before Halloween, so everyone thought her body was a harmless Halloween decoration. Number 8. The Escapist. This legend is about a woman who awakes and digs herself out of the grave. In a similar real-life incident, a woman used her engagement ring to cut through tape and dig herself out of her own grave after her boyfriend had buried her alive. Number 7. The Toxic Lady. This legend tells the story of a patient whose body emitted rancid fumes when cut into during surgery. The nurses and doctors that came into contact with this patient suddenly became violently ill and died. That basically happened in 1994 with a cancer patient. During a blood sampling, toxic fumes from the blood made staff lightheaded. Some passed out and found that they had no control over their limbs upon awakening. No one knows what caused the blood to be so toxic. Number 6. You're Not Alone. According to this legend, a man who had always lived alone felt as though he was being watched. Soon, he found out that there was a stranger living in his attic. The true story is even more shocking though. A homeless woman had been living in a Japanese man's cupboard for an entire year, stealing food and even taking showers, until the man hid cameras and discovered what was going on. Number 5. Creepy crawlers inside the brain. According to legend, there can be exotic insects crawling into our brains and laying eggs within our bodies. Please say that's not true. Unfortunately, something like this happened to Rochelle Harris. After a vacation in Peru, she began hearing scratching noises in her head. She also had severe headaches and pain on the side of her face. After a few flew out of her ear, she went to the doctor to discover that there were maggots living inside her ear canal. Number 4. Funhouse Mummy. The legend tells that a traveling carnival dressed a prop mummy and used it to entertain children, but the prop was actually a mummified body. Similarly, in 1976, a film crew for the show The $6 Million Man moved a prop mummy and discovered it was a real skeleton when the body's arm fell off. Number 3. Black Water. In this legend, a family moves into a new home to discover that the water coming from the faucets is completely black as a result of a liquefied, decomposing body. The source of this legend happened in 2013 at the Hotel Cecil in Los Angeles, when a college student's dead body was found in one of the water tanks. Hotel visitors had been using water contaminated with liquefied dead body for the past week. Number 2. Body in the Wall. This legend tells the story of construction workers finding a human skeleton in a wall while renovating a home. The real part happened in 2011 while workers were renovating a bank. Construction workers found the bones of a man who had been missing for 27 years. It's believed that he was trapped in the chimney while trying to rob the bank in 1984. And number 1. Buried Alive. The infamous legend of the man who is thought to be dead and buried alive before scratch marks were found inside the coffin is actually inspired by true happenings. During the 19th century, it was actually a frequent occurrence. Before advancements in modern medicine, 219 cases of near premature burial, 149 cases of premature burial, and even a few cases where embalming had begun on an undead body were discovered by William Tebb. To solve this problem, safety coffins equipped with bells or flags were sold so that the undead could alert the world 6 feet above that they weren't actually dead. Imagine living in a time where people were occasionally buried alive and could even rise from the dead by ringing a bell. As usual, thanks for watching. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button to see more awesome Top 10 clips. We come out with Top 10 videos just for you every week. Be sure to like this clip and leave a comment. Then feel free to go ahead and check out one of our other Top 10 videos you see on the screen now. Now you can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and other social media platforms. Check out the links in the description.